A tremendous matchup. The Razorbacks will kick off first, and here we go. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And coming onto the field now is Mark Fletcher. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score.
And he has been as advertised. You're talking about him being a star coming into the season, and through the first part of the season, he's toting the mail. He's doing it all for this squad. Last week you saw him put up big numbers. It starts and ends handing the ball to the running back, setting the tone, Jesse, for this offense.
He looks bigger and faster to me, and I wasn't sure he could be that after how good he was a season ago. But this guy spent a lot of time in the gym and out running in the offseason. And the incredible part is he's putting so much production out every single game. When the defense knows he's getting the ball each and every play, it still doesn't matter. At this point, nobody can stop him.
Uh-oh, look out. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Mensah. Got a man in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Canes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Hits inside, it's Fletcher. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And the Hurricanes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Unloads it left. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Mensah. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. With the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Offense in a bunch formation. They're all over him. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the return, it's Brown. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Arkansas's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
I think for years, we talk Miami Hurricanes, a big key for them winning national championships or competing for them has always been their play up front. Right? You think all the way back to Russell Maryland and Warren Sapp, to just recently, David.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Grabs it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Canes. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Left side is Hawkins. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Marshall. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just got rid of that one.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Making his first move. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Under pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Nowhere to go. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami! And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Unloads to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Marshall. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. Jackson gonna throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Long way to go on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Lockwood. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Rush right in his face. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Fletcher. Pass to 6. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That one's going to get a little star mark decided on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. And he gets it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy.
And the Heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Second and long here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Still looking to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moving out to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Now back to your game at Hard Rock Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. And the Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
On the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Jackson will throw. Extending the play. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Arkansas. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Mensah. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fletcher. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Canes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first. Touchdown, Miami! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Jackson gonna throw it. Look out! Right? Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Razorbacks come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Drops back on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Second down to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Good job just to get rid of that one.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Here's Mensa to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's past the 30. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. Hits inside. It's Fletcher.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just... Physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Turns it upfield. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And the Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Working the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking downfield, it's Hill. Unloads to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Out wide left, it's Vaughn. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
In this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.